Today's lesson is called Charlie Puth, The Making of a Star. Day 1. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
And I'm Roger. We're going to talk about a pop star in today's lesson. Of course, this is an American pop singer that you may have heard of. Of course, this is someone who sings Western music, but of course, I remember one of his songs being extremely popular a couple of years ago because it was in the movie Fast and Furious 7 there toward the end, and it was kind of a tribute to, who's that actor who died?
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker,
Paul
right.
Walker.
He was in that movie, but he died before it was finished, and of course, that song was quite popular all over the world, but you probably may not know the person who sung the song, or who sang the song, rather. The singer Charlie Puth, but we're going to talk about his life and times, the making of a star.
So this Charlie Puth character, he's a star, huh? Well, Roger, I've never heard of this guy in my life. Further, I've actually never seen any of the Fast and Furious movies. Yeah, I only know that Paul Walker is the guy who died because I have tons of students who are in love with this series of movies, and they have filled my head with all sorts of trivia like that. But yeah, when it comes to these movies, I don't know anything about them really, and I know nothing about this guy, Charlie Puth, except that his last name is a little bit strange. Puth, P-U-T-H. It kind of reminds me of a famed astrophysicist. I believe he studies cosmology. His name is Alan Guth, A-L-A-N-G-U-T-H. But yeah, he's got nothing to do with the Fast and Furious movies. I believe that he was the person who first posited the fact that cosmic inflation could have actually happened right after the Big Bang occurred. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. So let's go ahead and get focused right now. Anyways, that's it for our introduction, everyone. Let's go ahead and take a break right now. But when we come back, we'll be talking about not Alan Guth, but Charlie Puth.
Charlie Puth, The Making of a Star. When American singer-songwriter Charlie Puth shot to fame a few years back, some may have written him off as just another one-hit wonder. Like many young pop stars today, he started out by making and covering songs, which he uploaded to YouTube. Then he suddenly gained prominence with a single song. Unlike actual one-hit wonders, however, Puth's musical talent and recent accomplishments suggest that he'll be around for a while.
大家好，今天第一个单字我们看到的是 upload。这个字当作动词，代表上传的意思。例如 Sharon uploaded some photos of her trip so her friends could see them. Sharon 上传她去旅行的照片，让她的朋友观赏。
Okay, everybody, today we're going to be talking about Charlie Puth, The Making of a Star. And you may not have heard of him, but you've probably heard some of his songs. So let's talk about the singer of those songs, Charlie Puth. Now, when American singer-songwriter Charlie Puth shot to fame a few years back, some may have written him off as just another one-hit wonder. So yes, indeed, he became famous really, really quickly. He was an overnight sensation. He shot to fame a few years back. One day, nobody had heard of this guy, and the next day, everybody knew who he was. He shot to fame. That just means he became famous really quickly. As I said, he was an overnight sensation. So they probably thought, well, okay, he's really famous now, but he probably cannot repeat that success. He's probably not really that good, so he's just going to be a one-hit wonder. They wrote him off.
It sounds like you're writing this guy off. Give him a chance. After all, he is Charlie Puth, and yes, he is famous, and yeah, it didn't take him long to become famous, like you said before. He did shoot to fame. Yeah, that's the phrase, to shoot to fame, but to be totally clear, we're not firing guns or anything like that. No rockets are lifting off. No way. We're not being literal here. Yes, to shoot to fame is just to become famous quickly. Yes, if you shoot to fame, you become famous in a very short period of time. And apparently Charlie Puth, even though I know nothing about the guy, yes, he shot to fame a few years back. He became famous a few years back, and it didn't take him very long to become famous at all. But yes, he did shoot to fame a few years back, but since then people have started to doubt this poor guy. Yes, some, it says, may have written him off as just another one-hit wonder. Yeah, very often one-hit wonders, those people who have one-hit song and then fade away, they kind of shoot to fame overnight and then they kind of fade into obscurity. So a lot of people, they kind of wrote this guy Charlie Puth off because he shot to fame a few years back, but they thought, hey, he's just going to be another one-hit wonder. But you know what? Charlie Puth is not a normal character. He is not going to be just a one-hit wonder. No way, no how. Anyways, let's talk about this phrase, to write someone off. If you write someone off, you kind of give up on that person. You begin to believe that someone will never turn into anything good, or that someone will never really reach his or her full potential.
Right, so they probably just saw him as just another pretty face with a catchy pop tune, and they thought, yeah, there are hundreds of other young guys who are handsome like him, and he's really nothing special. He's just going to have that one hit, and then he'll disappear like a lot of other one-hit wonders. And like many young pop stars today, he started out by making and covering songs which he uploaded to YouTube. Okay, so that's how a lot of people get started these days. I suppose in the old days, you had an audition somewhere, or you hoped there was some agent in the audience when your band was giving a concert at a local bar or something like that. But in this particular case, and like with a lot of people these days, they make songs or they cover songs, and then they upload them onto YouTube and hope somebody hears those songs or looks at their video that way. You can make a song, which means probably you write your own song. You write the music and the lyrics, or you cover songs, which means you basically do your own version of a song that already exists. You cover someone else's song. Maybe, for example, you want to do a cover version of Back in the Saddle by Aerosmith or something like that, and then you put that song on YouTube and people watch it, they listen to it, and they go, well, nice try, but Steven Tyler, you are not.
I'm back! I'm
in
back
the saddle again.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know what that song was, there you go. And I'm not an Aerosmith fan. In fact, I don't like them at all. But yeah, that's a very famous song. A lot of people cover that song. But like you said, Steven Tyler, the lead singer of Aerosmith, does it best. Now, I have now sung, Roger. You are going to have to sing one of Charlie Puth's one of his songs at some point in the future. You now owe me. But before you start singing, we do have a couple of words that we need to talk about in this sentence. First of all, it says here that our friend here, Charlie Puth, he got to start by uploading videos to YouTube. But what does it mean to upload a video? Now, if you upload something like a video, if you upload something, you put a copy of that thing that was originally on your computer, you put it onto the internet. That's what it means to upload something. You put a copy of something onto the internet. Now, this is the opposite of downloading something. When you download something, you move it from the internet or from another computer, and then you move it to your computer. Yeah, that's the opposite of uploading, when you take something that was originally on your computer and then you post it or put it on the internet. Then we also have this word prominence. Prominence is the state of being important or prominent. Yeah, prominence is the noun. Prominent is the adjective. And yes, if something or someone is prominent, he, she, or it is well known. He, she, or it stands out. Or he, she, or it is famous. That's all there is to it, really.
Yep, he suddenly gained prominence, he gained fame, he gained recognition. He became famous basically with just one song.
So like many young pop stars today, he started out by making and covering songs which he uploaded to YouTube. Then he suddenly gained prominence with a single song. I wonder what song it was. What song are they talking about?
Well, I'm guessing it's see you again, but we'll talk about that in the next paragraph. But let's finish the first paragraph here. It says, unlike actual one-hit wonders, however, Puth's musical talent and recent accomplishments suggest that he'll be around for a while. So, yes, indeed, we've got lots of one-hit wonders out there, but unlike them, he seems to have some good musical talent. He's also had some recent accomplishments. He's not just an overnight wonder or an overnight sensation. There's something to him. He's got talent and he can do things. He's got some items on his resume. He's had some recent accomplishments. So these things suggest or give us some kind of indication that he's going to be around for a while. He's going to come out with more popular songs and he's going to be famous for some time longer than just a couple of weeks.
Sounds good to me. What also sounds good is a break. So let's go ahead and take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
In 2015, Puth was commissioned to co-write and feature on See You Again for the film Furious 7 as a tribute to the late Paul Walker. Puth has stated that he became emotionally attached to the song during the writing process, with the lyrics inspired by the death of a close friend who was killed in a motorcycle accident in 2012. Consisting of a stirring melody and hopeful lyrics, See You Again became an instant hit, topping the charts in more than 100 countries and receiving 3 Grammy nominations. Its accompanying music video has been watched over 3 billion times.
接下来我们看到的单字是 commission， 这个字当作动词，它有委托某人或是正式安排某人做的意思，所以我们可以说 The king commissioned architects to build a monument to his beloved queen. 国王委托建筑师为他亲爱的王后打造一座纪念馆。再来我们看到的单字是 furious， 这个字当作形容词，代表狂暴的、盛怒的或是激烈的意思。例如 Paul became furious when he saw someone try to hit the cat. Paul 看到某人想要打那只猫时非常愤怒。接下来我们看到的单字是 tribute， 这个字当作名词，它有致敬、颂词的意思。例如这间剧院是为了向那名镇上来的演员致敬而建的。英文可以这么说 The theater was built as a tribute to a famous actor who came from the town. 再来我们看到的单字是 emotionally， 这个字当作副词，代表情感、情绪上或是感情强烈的意思。所以我们可以说 When Tim asked Veronica how she felt about her country, she answered very emotionally. 当 Tim 问 Veronica 对他国家的感觉时，他很有感情的回答。接下来我们看到的单字是 hopeful， 这个字当作形容词，它有给人希望的或是抱有希望的意思。例如我对于我会在考试中取得佳绩充满希望。英文可以这么说 I am hopeful that I will get a good grade on the test. 今天最后一个单字我们看到的是 accompanying， 这个字当作形容词，它有伴随的或是陪伴的意思。例如 This present has an accompanying card that shows you it's from Hugo. 随着礼物附上的卡片让你知道礼物是 Hugo 送的。
Okay, everybody, let's talk about the second part of our lesson for today. Going back about 3 years now to 2015, in 2015, Puth was commissioned to co-write and feature on See You Again for the film Furious 7 as a tribute to the late Paul Walker. We touched on this earlier in the program. The actor Paul Walker, I believe, was killed in an automobile accident in which his friend was driving around a curve or something like that, probably a one-car accident, and he's no longer with us. He is now 6 feet under. He is pushing up daisies. He has bought the farm. Goodbye, Paul. We loved you while you were here. And he was in Furious 7, or Fast and Furious 7, as it is called in different markets. But in that film, of course, toward the end, there is kind of a tribute to the late Paul Walker in the form of the song See You Again.
Okay, now let's back up a little bit because we've got 3 vocabulary words to talk about in this sentence. Now, it says in 2015 that Puth was commissioned to co-write and feature on see you again for this film Furious 7. That is, Puth was asked to produce this song. He was probably given some money and then someone asked him to write and then produce this song. So yes, he was commissioned to co-write and then feature on See You Again. Yes, someone associated with this film, I imagine, told Puth to start making or producing this song. And yeah, he was probably given the money and or resources to do so. Then we also have this word furious. Furious is an adjective. It means full of fury. If you're furious, you're very angry, you're very mad, or you might be energetic in a borderline scary way. Then we also have the word tribute. It's a noun in this particular situation. Yeah, a tribute here is something that is meant to show admiration or respect for someone or something. It's something that remembers or commemorates somebody or something.
And it's usually phrased as to pay tribute to someone or something, and that person doesn't necessarily have to be dead. A lot of times they are, but they could still be alive. You could pay tribute to someone if they're old or something, or they've accomplished a lot. So again, he was commissioned to co-write that song. Remember, commission here is a verb, and we're using it in the passive voice here, to be commissioned to do something, to write the song with somebody else in the movie Fast and Furious 7. See you again. I think it's oh, whoa, 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 oh, whoa, whoa. And the guy sings in a kind of falsetto. I'm sure you know the song.
Anyways, moving on, the next sentence says, Puth has stated that he became emotionally attached to the song during the writing process, with the lyrics inspired by the death of a close friend who was killed in a motorcycle accident in 2012. So yeah, he was commissioned to write this song for the film Furious 7, but really, he was kind of really writing this song for his friend, not Paul Walker, a friend who was killed in a motorcycle accident in 2012. Anyways, we got two words to talk about here. First of all, it says that Puth became emotionally attached to this song. But what does this adverb emotionally mean? Well, it means in a way that engages the emotions or feelings. Yeah, very often too. Emotionally can also mean in a dramatic way. But here, Puth, he became emotionally attached to this song. That means he had very deep feelings for this song because he associated this song and its lyrics with the death of a close friend. How about that? Then last but not least in this sentence, we also have the word lyrics to talk about. When we're talking about lyrics, we're talking about the words of a song.
And we only use it in that sense, lyrics to a song. So, of course, he had a similar experience. A friend of his was killed in a motorcycle accident a few years before that. Now, consisting of a stirring melody and hopeful lyrics, See You Again became an instant hit, topping the charts in more than 100 countries and receiving 3 Grammy nominations. Ooh, that's quite a famous song here. So it has this stirring melody. It's a melody that you can recognize and sing with your friends. And it's also got hopeful lyrics. Hopeful means you're looking forward to the future, you're not bitter and cynical, and it became a hit in all sorts of countries, topped the charts. It was #1 in all sorts of places, and of course the Grammy Awards in the United States. It's a ceremony in which musical accomplishments are recognized.
There you go. The song received 3 Grammy nominations. Maybe it did not win 3 Grammy Awards, but it was up for those awards, so that's pretty good. Yes, it received 3 Grammy nominations. So yes, if you receive or you earn a nomination, you have been nominated for something or you have received a nomination. You're in contention for that award, even though you might not win that award. Now, moving on, the next sentence says, its accompanying music video has been watched over 3 billion times. Wow, yeah, that's 3 billion times. People have watched this accompanying music video very often. Now here, let's talk about this verb accompany, okay? To accompany is to come or to go along with something or someone. So this accompanying music video is a video that accompanies this song.
Okay, everybody, let's move on now to the next part of our lesson.
Later in 2015, Puth signed with a major record label and released his debut album, 9-Track Mind. The success of that album's singles, Marvin Gaye and One Call Away, established Puth's reputation as a hitmaker, and his new album, Voice Notes, promises to continue on this path.
Later in 2015, Puth signed with a major record label and released his debut album, 9-Track Mind. Now, before we move on here, let's talk about this word debut. Yes, it's not debut or debut or anything like that. Pay attention to the pronunciation here. It's French. The T is silent. It is debut. And yes, a debut album is kind of like your first album. Yes, 9-Track Mind is Puth's first album or his debut album.
And the success of that album's singles, Marvin Gaye and One Call Away, established Puth's reputation as a hitmaker, and his new album, Voice Notes, promises to continue on this path. So that debut album had a couple of hit songs, Marvin Gaye and One Call Away, and the success of those singles established his reputation as a hit maker. To establish someone as something just means it sets you up, it creates this kind of situation. So people realized he wasn't just a one-hit wonder, he actually can make hits one after another.
Yeah, these songs established Puth's reputation as a hit maker. That is, he's now considered a bona fide hit maker. His reputation has been made in this regard. It has been confirmed. His reputation has been cemented. Okay, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. The Chinese teacher is on the way.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看一下今天的文法重点。在课文第二部分有一个句子， Puth has stated that he became emotionally attached to the song during the writing process, with the lyrics inspired by the death of a close friend who was killed in a motorcycle accident in 2012. 普斯表示他在创作过程中非常喜欢这首歌，也就是 See You Again 那一首歌。那歌词的灵感是来自2012年好友在一场摩托车车祸中丧生。好，我们来看一个文法重点是句型be attached to 加上名词，这表示热爱什么什么的。attach 这个动词呢，它本身有去装上去啊、贴上、系上的语义。attach A to B 就表示把 A 固定在 B 上面，把 A 附加在 B 上面。好，那我们想想看，如果你在情感上整颗心都贴到某个人或某个事物上面，那就表示非常热爱这个人或事物。形容词 attached 就可以用来表达喜爱什么什么的，或者是对什么有强烈情感的。好，那常见的用法就我们刚刚说的 be attached to 加上名词，介系词 to 后面的名词呢，可以是人或是事物。举例来说， Their children became very attached to the cat. 他们的小孩变得非常喜爱那一只猫。好，再看一个文法重点是 with 加上受词加受词补语。那这个句型是用来表达附带的状况或者是伴随的状态，用来补充说明主要子句。那其中的受词补语可以用现在分词、过去分词、形容词、介系词、片语等等。如果我们要拿分词来当作受词补语的话，要注意看看受词跟受词补语之间的关系。如果是主动，那就用现在分词，那如果是被动，我们就用过去分词。像课文里面它的受词 lyrics 歌词，那歌词是被赋予灵感的。受词补语跟受词的关系呢是被动，所以我们才用过去分词 inspired。 我们来看4个例句。第一个例句， She sat on the floor with a book in her hand。她坐在地板上，手里拿着一本书。那这时候 in her hand 这个补语就是介系词片语。She told her son not to talk with his mouth full。她叫她儿子吃东西的时候不要讲话。那么 full 这是形容词当做补语。I can't hear you with this loud music playing。 这么大声的音乐在播放，我听不见你在说什么啦。那么 playing 这就是现在分词拿来当受词补语。The man with his arms crossed It's my brother。 那一位双手在胸前交叉的男子是我哥哥。好，那么 with his arms crossed 这个 crossed 是过去分词当受词补语。那以上就是今天的重点整理，我们接下来回顾今天的单字吧。
Upload. Once he finished recording his new song, Dan uploaded it onto Spotify. Commission. The artist was commissioned to paint a portrait of the president. Furious. Furious ocean waves hit the beach as the typhoon approached. Tribute. The music festival was organized as a tribute to the musician who died last year. Emotionally. Being too emotionally involved in others' problems can be exhausting. Hopeful. I am hopeful that the story has a happy ending. Accompanying. The book has an accompanying CD that reads the story to you.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.